Hi, I'm Mrs. Volz, and I am making this video today to welcome you to AP Computer Science Principles. I'm so excited that you decided to take this course, and since things are a little untraditional this year with the start of school being hybrid for now, and we don't really know what to expect, I figured that we may find time is at a premium, and this is an AP course. We've got a lot to get through, so I figured we could get some of the first day syllabus type stuff out of the way if you just watch this video. So I hope you're ready to think creatively. I hope you're ready to learn a lot that you had no idea was going on in your computer and the world of computer science. And I think you will find it fascinating and fun. And I'm just glad that you've joined this class. So let's take a look at the syllabus that I normally put out on the first day of class. I'm not going to be handing out a lot of paper this year, at least at the beginning of the year. So I'm Mrs. Volz. My email is jvolz@mhrd.org. That's a good way to get in touch with me if you have any questions or need anything. This is a great quote to summarize computer science. Computer science is no more about computers than astronomy is about telescopes, by E. Dijkstra. If you think about it, through telescopes, we see the sky. And that is the same thing as computers. Computers help us to see the world and interact with the world and change the world. They are tools. It is not just about the computer itself. So really everybody should study computer science. That is my personal opinion. And a lot of people are not necessarily going to get as much information about computer science as you will in this year, but you'll be better off for it. So this includes the units of study that we cover on the syllabus. We may do them a little out of order this year. I think I'm going to start with Unit 3 where we program. But today, the first day of class, we're going to get to know each other a little bit, and then we'll dive into Unit 3. There are also some big ideas that the College Board has woven throughout the curriculum. And we will be following the College Board's course and exam description for this class, which is available on the College Board website page for AP CSP. You should take a look at it. It describes the course and everything that you should expect to learn. And it talks about this being an AP course, that there will be several ways you'll be assessed to potentially gain college credit to submit your score from 1 to 5 to the colleges, and see if they will give you credits for taking this class in high school. So how would you do that? You have to do two things this year. You'll have to perform in class to create a product that you will upload to the College Board. It's called the Create task, and I will guide you through that process in class time. So there's a portfolio that you put together of this task. And then there's also planned a multiple choice exam on Thursday, May 13th at 8 a.m. So you should just know ahead of time, we will be working towards learning everything we need to know for that exam. Okay. A qualifying score is typically a 3, 4, or 5 for colleges to accept your performance as adequate to cover whatever class it is that they would excuse you from taking. But you should do your research ahead of time. There is a link here on the syllabus, and the syllabus is attached to this post, where you can click on the College Board's list that shows which colleges have already agreed that this class will satisfy some sort of credits in their programs. Okay. My grading policy is something I'd just like to get out of the way. I will be posting all work on the Google Classroom this year, and I always have for this class. It's really organized on the Google Classroom. I try to keep it to 1 post per day with anything you need for that day attached to that post. Okay. However, even though everything is posted on the Google Classroom, I do not always put a score on the assignment in the Google Classroom, because some assignments take you to links out to other places where you complete the work, and I can see in a dashboard how much of it you've completed and how well you've completed it. like in code.org where we work on our programming. So I'm not going to duplicate the grades and put something into Google Classroom. You're going to look for your grades in Aspen, okay? Anything that I put into Aspen is something that you're responsible for, and I will try to tell you ahead of time how many points each assignment is worth. I just do a total point system where, let's say a test is 100 points, a quiz is 30, 40, 50 points, a project may be large project or small project, it depends how many points I give it. Typically, code.org programming lessons are 15 to 20 levels each, like challenges. And so those would be 15 to 20 points each. I do basically 1 point per exercise in the lesson. And just, you have to complete it. I can see all your work when you do that. And it makes for a nice place where you can just leave your work there. You don't have to worry about submitting it to the Google Classroom in a lot of cases. Okay. The overall score for the marking period is just however many points you have earned total divided by the total number of points that were available. So you could actually double check your Aspen score and add things up manually and see if it's really looking like the percent is coming out correct, because it's a very simple calculation. All right, some of this other stuff down here is pretty standard. Get ready to be creative, bring yourself into this course, because we're going to want to really put our own personal interests and drives into the work that we do. That's what makes it really interesting. And you'll find that out very soon, okay? Sometimes we may collaborate even in the hybrid and remote learning situations. We're going to try to use Zoom and breakout rooms and be able to work with partners that way. We will adhere to the 10 commandments of computer ethics. I encourage you to click on that document and check them out and make sure that you stick with those. I have a poster of them in my classroom, which you will see if you come into the room. But we can maybe talk about that on the first day. If we're in the room with computers, just be respectful of the machines to not damage them with food or drink. And you've got to really push yourself to stay on task and complete your work during class, because I will give you the amount of work that I really believe most people can accomplish in the class period. And there, other than that, should not be a lot of homework. Maybe a little reading here and there, but it's not meant to be an extensive amount of homework if you dedicate yourself during class time. So I highly recommend that. Stay away from distractions. Don't let social media or news or sports, distract you when you're trying to do your work. Just focus. Focus is always good. Okay. And there will be times you have to log into different places. So please keep track of your logins and passwords. Do whatever you have to do to keep track of them. Sometimes I cannot help you if you've logged into something and you don't remember what it is. You're going to have to go through the tedious process of either creating a new password or calling in on the phone to talk to somebody to tell them you can't remember your password for various things. Because there is the College Board AP Classroom we have to log into. There's code.org. There's the digital portfolio. There may be others. So just be organized about that, however you get that done. Okay, so those are my 2 cents. This will save us some time on the first day. I want to get to know you then. Now you've seen my face without a mask, and I hope that you're excited as I am to get to school in September. I will see you then.